Oh, SpyParty crashed. I forgot I'm supposed to quit like a normal person. Sorry, Chris. Really screw you over every single time with that.
I think it said when you disconnected, it said peer disconnected. That's like a total...
Yeah, that's me.
It's not like the other player. It's not like, your opponent. It's just
peer-to-peer.
A peer. Your peer is disconnected.
Like ships passing in the night, stop at a pier.
I get what you're saying. I'm gonna go eat a granola bar, though.
Yeah, so did you want me to add Rob or not? He said he was down.
Can we have 3-player Mount Your Friends?
Absolutely, we've done it even.
Yeah!
You can have up to 4.
Alright, yeah, add Rob. That's fine by me.
Alright, done. But first, I'm going to read this donation. $2 from Coffee Spoons. Thank you very much for that. I mostly donated because I love ya and to make NL mad with grammatical pedantry. Yeah, that's one way to do it. Pronounce that very strangely. Thank you also, Beta Wolf, for the 569. Nick, you are totally Vegeta. By the way, give NL a kiss for me. All right. Well, we'll see what happens. I'll probably give him a hug for you at least. I don't know if you like a kiss, but it's up to him. All right, let's get Robin here. I have no peers. Yeah, I'll have peers from time to time. Piers Morgan, at least. Piers Morgan Fairchild. Nick doesn't seed his torrents confirmed. How exactly did we get to that?
Hello?
Hey, Rob, welcome.
How's it going?
Show. It's going. We were shooting each other for a while, touching butts and stuff, so that's fun.
All right. I need to turn on the old headphones that are wireless.
Oh, I've heard about those.
Give me just a second here. What's the plan? What are we playing?
Oh, we're playing Mount Your Friends.
Okay.
A little bit of MYF. Yeah, Zealous Compassion, you're welcome to an Altoid. Here, I got the box out for you. Hey, Last Grey Wolf is playing Dota 2.
Yep, yeah. Yep.
What do you know about that?
I know lots of things about it. Hold on, let me put in the old headphones Orino.
I've never heard of that game.
Really?
Like a first-person shooter or something, right?
Oh yeah, basically, yeah. It's pretty much a first-person shooter.
It's like a third-person looter.
Yeah, basically. For a third-person Luda simulator. It's where you get to simulate being ludicrous.
That actually would be a fun game. I think I would play that.
I would too, actually.
Ludacris is pretty good. I don't mind him.
He's a great guy.
I mean, I like his music is what I'm saying.
No, I mean, he's like a really good person.
I don't know if he's, like, I've never met him, but...
I've met him several times. Oh. He's great.
Now, Little John, I know from watching him on The Apprentice, actually, I think he's, like, a really good guy. Like, he's a good businessman. He's kind of just, like, really humble and down to earth, which is cool.
Nice. Yeah. He is a nice guy. I'm gonna be honest, Nick. I was not expecting you to call me.
What do you mean? I asked you before the
show. I thought you said you were gonna tell me if the things. I mean, I'm ready. I'm raring and ready to go.
Well, you have to understand, Ryan always goes for like a pea or a granola bar or water, so it gives you like an hour to get ready.
Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah.
My chat wants to know why Austin doesn't stream Dota anymore.
The same recording mic.
You know that?
That the dude was using.
He hates it.
The mic that I have.
Wow. Good choice.
Really doesn't like it.
And I was like, what? You have like a good.
Yo, girl, I'm trying to do a show here. We're back. We're back from
She's suffering from warm wife syndrome. Don't worry about it.
Yo, don't talk to her about warm wife syndrome.
Does she not like warm wife syndrome?
It's a hard topic to talk about.
I mean, she's got
to you,
so.
Kate just said, "Don't ever talk to me again."
Wow.
And that's you've made that happen as a result of your warm. Yeah, both of you. Was it to both of them, Kate?
Yeah. I woke up and then I'm like, oh shit, did I do something bad?
That was a playful jab, Kate.
Gave me a little chill on my back.
We were jabbing you playfully.
That was a playful jab to make us talk more.
Nope.
That's all that was.
You threw someone under the bus for your own.
That's not throwing under the bus, so I could talk to her.
Nope, you blew it.
Jabbing playfully.
What are you programming Mount Your Friends as we speak?
I was typing it into Twitch.
I don't have any for chat,
viewers not to know what game I'm playing?
I think they'll know pretty soon.
What is warm wife syndrome? That's what we're trying to get on to figuring out.
Well, I'm ready when you're ready.
I'm ready.
All right, I'm online and everything.
Nick, you insensitive fuck. I'm so sorry. I really screwed this whole thing up.
I still need to boot up the game. Give me just a moment here.
What is even happening? Are you in the middle of a Dota game right now?
Yeah, he's trying to get out of a Dota game.
Oh, you motherfucker.
I was told that there was a chance that... I mean, I was told I was going to get told beforehand. Oh my god, I'm dead. Alright, I'm sorry. I'm booting it up now.
This motherfucker.
You're going to get a disconnect now.
I thought I was being told whether I was getting in here or not.
I thought I was too, and then I didn't. I'm sorry.
That's okay.
I was not asked until like 5 minutes ago.
Okay.
No, you were asked in Skype chat before we started the stream 15 minutes prior to the stream.
I don't look at that.
And you didn't look at that. And I said to Rob, like, he's probably not going to look at that, and so I'll get back to you, and then I didn't.
At what point?
Yeah.
At what point are you at in the Dota game?
It's a 55-minute long game, so it should be over soon.
All right, Nick, you and I can play one. And
you guys can play around if that's okay. I'm sorry.
Dota.
I'm very sorry.
I can't actually be mad at you if you didn't know you were going to play.
Yeah, I thought I was going to get a message, and I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm very sorry.
Dota. Won't let me invite anybody.
Oh, here we go again.
It's done this before, it'll do it again.
Really?
Oh, yeah. Try Jita. Thank you very much for the subscription. I guess I'll invite Nick then. Are you online, Nick?
Yes. Yes, I am.
Oh, you better be. That's all I can say. There you go.
Spyro thinks it's funny that you're playing Dota.
Try that on for size.
Alright, I will. Looks like I'm in.
There you go. No problems then.
Wait, is Rob seriously finishing the game? You don't understand how serious Dota is to Rob.
I can't.
You can't just quit.
It's
you
like
have to play forever.
It's like his boss told him he had the day off, so he just started getting drunk at like 11 a.m. And then he's like, yeah, he's like, just joking.
Now I'm gonna come in.
Yeah. We got too many patients in the ER. We need you to come in.
Young Embs. What the hell is that? Young
fucking
Embs.
clicks, man.
I'm sorry.
His APM up.
I can mute my mic. Hold on. I'm so sorry. I'm really sorry. I don't mean to like disrespect you guys or anything, so I'm sorry if it seems that way.
Airplanes landing. We're all playing a different game.
The world is turning loudly.
Nick can't invite anybody into the game anymore.
What do I have to do with that? I didn't do that.
Why?
So the reviews are coming out for the order, and it sounded like it's not doing so well.
Why do you have a hint of like self-righteousness to your voice, Nick? You don't get any extra prizes for predicting that a game's
speculating.
We were speculating. It's not. You know, I just feel bad for the developers and the people that pre-ordered it that the game kind of sucks.
The only self-righteousness that I want to contribute to the discussion is don't pre-order your games. That's all.
No, I'm with you on that one. And you know,
that's what I'll bow out.
What I was saying was like, you know, I'm intrigued by it in spite of its length. And then the reviews came out, and I was like, there goes my intrigue. I'm no longer like interested in playing it at all.
Right. Also, I just wanted to like talk about something because I figured that would.
That's fine.
Yeah, that's good. We just had an immaculate team fight. Just
There's an immaculate exception.
Yeah.
Or not.
Similar to that, yeah.
I actually like. TB posted a tongue-in-cheek video that was like, you know, does it matter? Does a game's length matter? And all he said in the video, literally all he said was yes, because it was kind of like a half joke.
Yeah,
but
I saw that, yeah.
we had a small, like a very slight kind of interaction about it on Twitter, and I actually agree with what he said, because he said, like, a game should be as long as it needs to be, or as long as they want to make it. But I do think that the price should sometimes reflect that length. I think a lot of people would have less problems with the length of the order, maybe not the actual content they're in, but if it was $40 a la, you know, Toad's Treasure Tracker or something like that, or the new Kirby game.
While I agree, there was a time when games didn't have a set price.
Yeah.
And then you had things like
Turok,
the only first-person shooter on the N64.
Yeah.
Was like $100.
Yeah, no, I remember that
first-person shooter. So like, you know,
they're $100.
Yeah, because it was the only first-person shooter on the console. So and since there was no like set cost to a game, like they could just price however they wanted. So there are downsides to both models, really.
Ooh, haha.
I guess I rented games primarily then, because I was still pretty much just a kid, so maybe the $100 didn't faze me because I never bought it.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I eventually bought it when Blockbuster sold it in their bargain bin for $3.99.
I also rented Turok the Dinosaur Hunter.
I thought it was a pretty decent game, to be perfectly honest. I really like the Gatling gun in that game.
I didn't like that game very much.
I also
one of the best
think
Gatling guns.
I also think it's kind of bad.
The way the barrel spins, though, before it fires feels so satisfying.
I was probably 9 when I played it, and at that point, that was like, you know the way people feel about Ubisoft now? That's like the way I felt about Acclaim at the age of 9.
I loved Acclaim because I beta tested for them when I was a little kid.
For real?
Did you really?
Yeah, I really
crazy.
did. Their office was like in the same city, roughly, as where I lived when I was a kid. And
Whoa,
we went down there and I tested out NBA Jam Tournament Edition.
Oh,
and later,
dude!
Yeah, a couple of other games
That's
too.
the good Acclaim game.
I know. I got to have a part in that, and I was like 8.
Did you tell them that they should put Michael Jordan in it? Because otherwise the Bulls are fucking stupid.
Testing a game when you're 8 doesn't mean anything. It's just, you go in and you play it, and then you leave. There is no, like, there's maybe a questionnaire at the end. It's just like, what did you like? It's like, okay, that's not really useful.
If you score 3 times, your dude gets on fire.
I feel like I was probably a pretty decent 8-year-old analytical game tester, but I don't know what the hell I said.
Nick was like, it's breaking my immersion, because when I pass the ball to a teammate and the ball's on fire, my teammate does not become engulfed in flames.
I don't think I would have criticized that, actually.
It would be better if it was an MMO.
I really liked how their feet turned a color when you held down the turbo button.
Fuck, I'm so bad right now.
Nick basically made NBA Jam, no. No,
Actually,
I didn't grow up in Texas. I grew up in Long Island.
Long Island, California. It's lovely this time of year.
I got to see the pre-screening to that show Hannibal.
Oh, yeah?
Yep.
What's that all about?
That was like I got to see it like a year before it came out.
Oh, that's a good show, though.
I heard it was really good, and I also heard from my friend, I haven't watched it, that they might have taken some of my suggestions. I wrote a very long essay afterwards.
Nice.
So, I was in there for like an hour or two just writing them suggestions on what to change, and apparently they might have.
Come on.
Oh, we didn't ask Rob if he was done with his Dota game, but I guess you assumed he wasn't.
Nah, we either win or we lose in this fight right now, so...
All right.
Looks like we're winning.
Rob might be responsible for Hannibal being a good show. Come on now.
Do they still have the like the really shitty, like, not necessary, like, tertiary characters?
Yes.
Okay, well, maybe they didn't listen to my advice then.
Everybody's saying Acclaim was in all these different places. I don't know where else it was, but it was in Long Island, and I went there.
Yeah, they used your advice, Rob. They used it for toilet paper.
Hey-oh! They might have.
It's just recycling right there.
I hope they did use my advice. It was like the second episode.
I thought you were going to be like, is Lawrence Fishburne still on the show? Yeah,
No, yeah. I actually suggested that they get Lawrence Fishburne because he really bring a beard to the show. You know?
Why didn't we think of that, man?
BYOB, bring your own beard.
Jump over the
Lawrence
moon.
Fishburne.
Thank you for the resub. And also Hergs. Thank you for the resub.
Classic Hergs.
Dude.
Did you tell him to get rid of all the supporting characters, Rob?
I sort of did, yeah, actually.
Oh, Kurt just subscribed.
Yeah, same to you.
To you.
They had a bunch of, like, they had a bunch of characters that are just, like, you know, their stories don't matter, they're just there to fill space and time for, like, bottle episodes, and I was like, you know, shows like Breaking Bad don't do that. Except for, you know, Gomi.
Yo, shut the fuck up about Gomi.
Do you like Gomi?
He's a principal part of the whole show. He represents the everyman who's just trying to do his job.
He's so beyond tertiary, he might be like quadenary or septenary.
Walter Jr., you mean?
What Rob suggested is that if you're going to call the show Hannibal, it should just be a one-man show of Mads Mikkelsen talking about eating people.
He's real good.
He's great on the show.
Yeah.
Are you basing this all on the one episode you saw in 2 years before the show even aired?
Maybe. Oh, sick flames.
Yeah. Oh, oops. That's sorry. Yeah, jump meta's not working today. I think Steger tweaked the physics a little bit.
There's a bug fix and made us all incapable of playing.
You got him right with a Vulcan death pinch on that one, though. Oh, that was a great one.
Oh, I'm not out yet. I might be down. I'm not out. It's a little early in the game to give up.
What hero are you playing as, Rob?
I'm Wind Ranger.
Oh, yeah, okay. Windrunner, cool.
Yep. And it is 65 minutes. We have mega creeps them, and I am gonna sell a lot of my items right now.
I thought you were in the final team battle a second ago.
Yeah, if you got mega creeps, haven't you automatically won?
No, not exactly.
I don't think that anything that happens in Dota is the way that you ever say it is.
They never come back from mega creeps, man.
I might have made an error that's gonna lose the game.
Did you?
Your team's gonna be very angry.
Did you steal your ults? Dota humor. Windrunner's ult's not very good, except for taking out towers. She's pretty good, though. Toby-Wan wants to fuck her. Yeah. Berserk Bunny, thank you very much for the subscription.
Tobascus?
No, not that guy.
I don't know who that is.
That's Toby Turner.
I thought that's who you said.
No, it's a different dude.
He does like commercials about Hot Pockets now, right? And like Law and Order.
Yep, you got it.
Yeah. Thanks, Kurg, for the subscription. Both ends of Tomo are covered in poo. That's just mean.
Wow.
I think I just lost us the game.
How? What did you do?
Should have played Void.
I sold like 3 of my items to get Boots of Travels and go into their base and try to kill their throne, and then and my team, since I'm not in Skype with them, thought that that's what we were doing, so they did the same thing.
Oh no!
That's Obi-Wan.
He's a Dota guy. I'm surprised you knew David Gorman. No, yeah, he's pretty much a hero. He's a hero to you and me.
What's his move?
Hey, I made a one-off regretful joke. Maybe we don't have to drag it out through the fucking mud here. Holy shit.
Flames.
I just wanted to know more about him.
This is the same Nick's like, I'm trying to tell a story. I'm like, yeah, I knew this guy in university, and I tell an embarrassing story about him, and then Nick's like, is it this guy with this last name or this guy with this last name? And I'm like, yo, those people gotta find jobs, man.
I was just trying to, better know your friends, that's all.
Nate, just suggest an alias. People are going to be like, oh, yeah, Frank Tomlinson. I remember the stories about him.
I didn't think very hard when I said it. I apologize.
Jesus Christ, this dude's trying to erode my reputation as a games industry nice guy.
What about LaDainian Tomlinson?
He used to be my #1 pick in fantasy football drafts, and then he got, injured one year, and I never watched football again.
Yeah, that's fair. He was on the Jets for a while.
Yeah.
Go Jets.
I think probably every NFL player has been on a jet, Rob. It's not that big of a deal. John, you're thinking of John Madden. He's afraid of flying.
John Madden.
Alright, you preserved our mega creeps. Why does it have to be this kind of a game?
$10 says that the game is still going when we end the show.
There is no way.
There's no way. It's gotta be over in, the next minute or two.
Take it from somebody who has, 900 sad, regretful hours in Dota 2.
Oh,
that game's not getting over, or it's not gonna last, 130 minutes.
What is happening right now? I can't fucking move. Oh my god, I hate when this happens. All my limbs don't do anything.
You gotta get that, yeah, there you go. Oh man, you had some pent-up energy there.
You don't need to tell me.
Alright.
I don't know that I'm gonna make this.
We got the Aegis, boys.
I remember Green was saying one time, that a game was 10 minutes from being over, and then a half an hour went by and it wasn't over still.
Yeah, sometimes that'll happen. This one really got away from us a bit.
I fucking hate Dota.
Me too.
I hate that it's so addictive.
Yeah.
But I guess I'm happy I got out, man.
You should get back into it.
No, it's just like
you're part of the problem.
I got hit by that bug once and put in like another 500 hours, and now I'm straight up just happy to be out.
Yeah,
dude, I did that with WoW. I spent so many hours in WoW. I'm so glad I don't play that anymore.
Dude, if you relapse more than once, you got to go pro, basically.
Yeah, I never really relapsed. I tried the last expansion pack, the Cataclysm one, and I played it for one day, and I just didn't go back after that.
Yeah, the World of Warcraft, you got to be really careful with that one.
Oh, come on, Rob.
I don't have 2,000 hours in Dota or anything. It's nothing like that. Oh God.
Can't stop his keyboard spam. He's got to keep his APM up.
I really do. Oh God. Oh God.
And Elle's going to spend 800 hours in Monster Hunter. What, on the DS one?
It's possible, yeah. I mean, probably not 800, but I've got like 12 in already.
Wait, so like, can I play with you on the DS one somehow?
You have a 3DS, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. I think.
Well, I have to buy it. I just didn't know if it had multiplayer or what.
Yeah, that's kind of like the draw.
Yeah, but like on a DS version, I just didn't know if that was a thing, really.
You know,
Nintendo's kind of weird with the multiplayer games.
You got a lot to learn about the handheld
no,
games
it's
industry
Nintendo.
right
okay.
Monster Hunter's got some online, man.
I never played Monster Hunter. I hear it's like Dark Souls. Right. I don't know if that's true or not.
It's like a happy version of Dark Souls.
The combat is somewhat Dark Souls-esque, but
Dark Souls MMO.
It's not very Dark Souls-y. Like, story and, like, tone are vastly different to the point where it's basically, like, irrelevant in Monster Hunter. Maybe the tone is a draw because it's kind of, like, whimsical, but...
Dark Souls is pretty whimsical, though.
I've got whimsy when I play Dark Souls, I'll tell you that much for sure.
I got Wings of V when I play Dark Souls.
Really?
It's a hard game.
Been 71 minutes inside of this game right now.
Yeah, it doesn't surprise me at all.
That's quite long for a Dota game.
It's a long game.
I have 600 hours of Dota 2 played, but I've only ever played with bots. That is fucking incredible.
Wow.
They didn't let me play with bots even once. First game I did, I had to play with real people.
Well, I mean, you could play with bots whenever you wanted. You just couldn't play with bots with us. You're totally welcome to do your homework and play with bots on your own time.
No, I don't have to do homework anymore. I'm a grown man.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe not.
That's crazy. God damn it, this game won't end.
What the hell was that move?
I like it.
It's very avant-garde, honestly.
I am playing Monster Hunter 4 on the new 3DS.
Do I need a new 3DS for that?
No, we've got some spare units.
No, do I need a new 3DS to play that game?
You know, you would probably like one. Or a Circle Pad Pro.
I can't keep buying these fucking 3DSs.
You don't have to, man. That's up to you, man.
They're all $200 every time.
Yeah, you don't have to buy them. You could just not buy it and not buy Monster Hunter.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna do that.
That's also totally... You don't need to apologize for me.
Well, maybe one day, but...
My life has changed very little as a result of this hypothetical conversation.
That's okay. There's so few things I would do with it other than that one thing.
Yeah.
And I already have a 3DS, so, like, come on.
You do not need to explain yourself to me. I played for, like, maybe 2 or 3 hours on a not new 3DS. It is a lot nicer to play on the 3DS with the camera-controlled nub.
Oh, you gotta have the nub. Why couldn't they put a proper stick on it?
I don't know. It wouldn't close properly or something. It works fine.
What's a CPP?
Circle Pad Pro. Or the Canada Pension Plan, depending on who's asking.
Oh, that's that weird thing that you have to, like, attach to the side of the 3DS that makes it 3 times wider or something?
Yeah, but it also gives you, like, a full second
Alright,
analog
well, that's
stick.
something, I guess. I didn't think about that.
Circle Pad Pro is only like $10. Oh, okay, I didn't know that.
Wait, why wouldn't they build, like, an extended battery into that thing? Because it's already huge.
Why every product that exists comes with an objection right off the bat?
Well, I'm thinking it's huge, why not just put it in there already? People want a longer battery, so it's a 2 for 1.
Then it wouldn't be $10, would it?
So you offer both.
Oh, come on now.
Can I buy a Circle Pad Pro with a better battery in it?
I don't think so. I mean, the new 3DS doesn't even come with a charger.
Nintendo.
I can't wait to hear what you think about that.
Yeah, what's up with that?
Wait,
I'm not a fan.
what?
It doesn't. They expect you to have one because you own another 3DS.
Nintendo's a weird company, man.
They do
They
some
don't like
unusual
people.
things.
Yeah, oh, hey, we're gonna unveil the adapter so that you can play Smash with your GameCube controller, but we'll only make like 100 because nobody would want to do that. Obviously, everybody wants to play on the Wiimote.
I play Smash on the Wii U game tablet.
You're casual and
How do you Smash
both at
on
the
that?
same time.
Yo, do you even own the freaking game, y'all?
I do.
I
Nick
don't
does.
actually. I don't.
How do you smash on them? You touch the screen?
Yeah, what do
Nah.
you do to Smash?
It's literally just a controller with a screen in the middle, much like any handheld device. It's
I'm just
surprisingly...
making it sound mysterious and alien, that's all.
I'm not saying it's the best way to play, but it's, you know, I'm like, hey, the tablet's right there, I'll use it.
It's huge, why not put it in there? Yeah, I said that. I don't mind. We were already talking about which is longer, my middle finger or my dong, so why not?
Oh no. No, don't. Oh no.
I'm still holding out hope that this game's gonna last the next 40 minutes.
We're doing pretty well.
There's a guy who just disconnected.
On
Oh,
your
it could have
team.
been you.
Post.
And reposted?
Yeah, basically.
You parried?
Guys,
Yeah,
I'm very sorry. I really am.
I kind of like it now. I was,
Yeah, it's become a whole new level.
yeah, I was never at all annoyed about it, and it's now transcended even my, you know, neutralness to become a net positive, I think.
I'm only upset because I wanted to see it last the full show.
I mean, the game's not over.
Yeah, you should just stay in the game and just see if it'll last the whole show.
It might be. There's some internal drama going on now. The team is doubting themselves.
Dude,
I
you
would
know,
doubt you too.
speaking of the Dota community, you know what game has an awesome community? Robot Roller Derby Disco Dodgeball.
Oh,
Everyone,
yeah.
even when I play that game with strangers, everybody, like, you can give kudos after a kill, which is just like, hey, nice shot. Everybody's doing that shit all the time. And everyone's like, wow, nice throw. Nobody's like, I don't know what it is, man, because it's basically a first-person shooter. And normally people are like, I fucked your mother with my AK-47 last night. Haha. Mom, I can't come to dinner yet.
though.
The round's not over.
Let's be honest, though, the whole community might revolve and know that you are you, and maybe they're being extra nice to you.
I don't think so, man.
I don't know if that's the case. I think the real case is that, like, there's usually, like, 3 servers up at a time. And, you know, the community is not particularly huge right now. I feel like if they had Call of Duty numbers, people would be talking about how they would be having sex with each other's mothers.
Somebody's got to do it.
I gave a little bit of pause to the thought that what if it's just that it doesn't, like, I'm not an anti-gun or I don't have a horse in the gun control debate, but I was like, what if it's just that it doesn't have guns in it?
So it's literally the digital structure of the gun that causes the malice.
I think it might be to some extent. I think it's a theory worth investigating. Now, Madden has an angry community and does not have guns in it.
And you throw a ball at each other.
Right.
Kind of.
So there you go. That's like the ultimate counterexample.
There's your control.
It seems more similar to Disco Dodgeball than it does to Call of Duty.
I feel like,
I like
if
this.
in any competitive game, though, you're gonna have some motherfucking that's gonna happen. Like, mothers will get banged in a competitive.
Obviously, they'll get banged no matter what you do,
Yeah.
That's a good point, yeah.
in or out of games.
Mm-hmm.
They're just gonna get banged.
That's true.
It depends which side of that banging you want to be on.
Mm-hmm.
You want to be a banger or you want to be a bangee?
Mm-hmm. I always really want to be a bangee, to be honest with you.
Oh, it's up to you. Everyone's entitled to their own choice there.
The best community I've ever come across is CS:GO. Yo, dog,
Not
give me some of that shit you're
out.
smoking. There are parts of the CS:GO community that are awesome, but in pretty much every like solo queue game I play, if you go the first 2 rounds 0-2, it's just like, oh, this is why I hate playing with silvers. Like a silver 3 talking to a silver 2. Fucking silver 2s.
The Meat Boy community is real cool. They've never done me dirty.
Yeah, that makes sense. Except for me.
Yeah, well, you're not that bad.
I did you dirty. Not like that, though.
I think every community, if there's enough... I think just... people are just assholes in general. not all people, but I mean, like, if you get enough people in a room, there's gonna be at least one asshole.
Oh, yeah.
Right? So, like, you know, with the big community, it just tends to be that way. Like, there was this one guy in Dota 2, actually, that was pretty funny, where he said in his post that, you know, he was 2k MMR, which is very low, or whatever, right? And he wanted to, he believed that he was worthy of, like, 5k. So he buys a 5k account, and he decides to prove that the MMR system is broken, he's gonna go stream all his games. First game that he starts streaming, he says the MMR system is broken, keep in mind, and he thinks that it doesn't matter what your MMR is if your skill is up to snuff. First game, immediately, before the horn rings for the game to start, he starts flaming a guy for being like, oh yeah, I bet he's 4K. What a noob. It was just like,
I don't actually understand that story.
Basically, he faked his rank to make it higher than it was, and then, like, speculated that some of the people on his team, as a joke, were worse than his rank actually was.
Yeah.
It's like buying an award and then being like, wow, I bet this guy lost the award.
Right, exactly.
All right, I get it now.
That is great, though.
It was hilarious. Like, the whole stream was fantastic because he was just flaming his 5k teammates while doing really awful things.
Why would you buy a high rank Dota account?
Because a lot of people seem to believe that, like, the way that the system works in Dota, because it's just a number, maybe all games are like this. Like, have you encountered people who are like, yeah, I'm like silver in Counter-Strike, but I should be like platinum?
Oh, yeah. Okay. That's literally everybody.
Okay, alright. Well, then, that's what it is, then.
I shouldn't be anything, because I'm terrible at that game.
I accept that I'm not great at Dota. I'm alright with that.
I just need another 8,000 hours, and then you'll be okay.
Man, if anything, I would expect that they'd be buying, like, low-ranked accounts. Although I guess you would just create another Steam account in that case, right?
Yeah, people do that, actually, too.
Oh, yeah. That's a problem in Counter-Strike, and that game is $15. People will buy, like, a second account on Counter-Strike because they're like... And it's fucked up, but it's so commonplace that it's actually... Oh, that was so dumb. That it's actually become the norm, and it's become accepted as, like, a tactic, almost. It's like, yeah, you know, when you get up to a certain level... You know, you have to smurf. Otherwise, you're just playing hackers.
You have to.
No, that's actually how it is in Dota as well. That's the funny thing. Is, really... Because, like, how it works is you get matched so that both teams' MMRs are equivalent, right?
Okay.
So, in my level, that means everybody gets to be, like, you know, 3.7k... Like, everybody is pretty much matched there, and there's enough players to fill that role. If you're, like, one of the 5 people in the world that is, like, 8k MMR, then you get matched with, like, 3k players. And it's, like, not even... Like, you can't do anything about it. Oh, I got a kill.
I thought you left the game or something. What happened?
No, it's 78 minutes.
So you're still playing, even though somebody disconnected.
Yeah.
We're getting no. We paused and he's back now.
So there is still hope that you could go the entire hour of this show then.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
We're within the realm of possibility now, I guess.
Yeah. I mean,
thank goodness.
You're at like 90 minutes almost, right?
It's 80. We're about to hit 80. So I'm actually pretty close to the longest game of Dota I've ever played in my life, which is great.
That's fantastic.
Considering the situation right now. So, again, I'm sorry.
No, I'm just enjoying how absurd it is. That's all.
Exactly. It
is pretty funny.
I think I'm coming across sounding way more upset than I actually am. It's just silly.
No, I am sorry. Like, you did say there was a chance that it'll just be there. I'm sorry. I'm very sorry. I've got 5,000 gold because
you don't need to apologize then.
I've been paying attention very well to this game, and I have 5,000 gold. I don't know what to buy.
Oh, did I hit start? Fuck.
Oh.
Disaster.
I kicked us out.
No, you kicked yourself out. And
well, you're the only other person.
I'll invite you back in.
I'm here.
All right.
Space time?
Space time, yeah. Young Rook. That's the way it should be. Yeah,
Better than Young Bishop.
Yeah, like pretty much objectively.
Or young Professor X.
When does when does Dota 3 come out? That's what I've been wondering for.
I've been wondering that too. To add another map to it.
You know, it actually, no joke, it might kind of actually be soon.
Because
is this the source 2
yeah,
bullshit?
this is the source thing. Yeah, it is that.
Yeah, it's source 2. So, in a way, it's sort of gonna be like Dota 3.
You're doing kind of like an IGN just announced the new Rock Band game, though. A little bit.
Yo, did you guys hear that The Last Guardian was abandoned and then subsequently confirmed to not be abandoned?
Abandoned right after.
Whoa, dog! That's big news, man.
Was it ever confirmed that they canceled the game though?
It was confirmed and denied on multiple occasions over the past decade.
And the problem was that they let the trademark lapse the other day, and then that was apparently a mistake or something. So,
I'm just curious what that guy's doing with the game.
That guy.
I forget.
I think his name is Team Ico.
That fucking guy.
There's got to be like one crazy artist in charge of the whole thing, right? Though, I mean, come on now.
Wow.
You don't make a game that takes 10 years.
Artists are all crazy.
Exactly right. He's like, there's got to be one crazy artist. Behind every great game is one crazy artist, right?
Someone who dared to dream big, like poor Molly knew.
What did Molly know? Heyo. That's I set that one up for myself.
I'm aware.
More like Molly old.
I mean, he can't control the passage of time.
He wishes he could, though, and if he could, he'd make a game about it.
Whoa.
You would make it so the wind blows the,
Did we win? Did we just win?
No, you didn't.
Oh, come on! Just hit the building!
I don't even care about what I was about to say, so I'm just gonna stop saying it.
That was really elegant.
Thanks. There's a little ballet in that, maybe.
Oh, I'm aware.
Oh, there it is. Right up to the tippy top.
This is majestic. That was lovely. Wow.
Do a little plie at the end there. Like a dance move, I think.
I'm gonna try to pick up what you're putting down there.
Their ancient has half health.
I don't know if I've ever seen that happen, actually.
What are you doing? You got 25 minutes. You can't possibly bring it to a close already.
We both have mega creeps now. My teammate bought a divine rapier.
Just go try hard Yasha. Go mid.
I really need to.
See if he can kill the dragon, get its cheese.
He's gonna do it! He's gonna do it!
I don't think this hype works when we can't see the game, though.
I believe it.
Oh my god. Oh my god, we did it. Holy.
Wasn't that exciting? Oh, fuck it.
What are you doing, man?
I'm throwing so we can get Robin.
Oh, no.
I wasn't actually, but...
You could pass it off like that. Easiest game of my life.
I actually heard game is hard.
Yeah, game's pretty hard.
Try hard ... Yasha, someone said in Ryan's chat. It's a thing. I don't know. So did he win?
We won. Maybe we could invite someone just randomly into the game. Let's see who's online right now. It'll be fun.
No, I'm here. I'm ready.
No, I mean, we can get like a fourth random person.
Okay, yeah.
What about, Spoon is playing Counter-Strike Global Offensive right now. Dan Giesling is Snooze.
Spoon, famed Twitch streamer.
Yes.
We could spam BizSnap. Bear Taffy's online. Mathis is busy.
I find that hard to believe.
Because he's lazy.
Yeah.
I get it. Alright, I'm in. Oh, nope, not in. Game crashed.
It's alright.
Alrighty.
I am so sorry, friends.
Not a problem.
Easy plus 5 points. Someone asked what their team was. They had a fucking Terrorblade Slark, so,
No, not a Terrorblade Slark!
Do we have to remake the game because it only has 2 slots?
I don't know if it is.
It only has 2 slots.
Yeah, that might be why my game is.
Yeah, that is why it crashed. Actually, I'm pretty sure.
Well, no, it's crashed because Steger doesn't know how to make games. When I started it, immediately 2 people joined me in like a half second. That was crazy.
So they're opening, man.
All right, here we go.
Come on, Steger. Make it so it doesn't crash when the slots are full.
Just another one of those developers that, you know, releases the game and then just fucks off, buys a house, and then, you know, goes to work as a consultant. What an asshole.
I hope you enjoy your yacht, Steger.
And your tryhard Yasha. RDY.
Someone said Dota stands for Don't Overthink Asbestos.
Yeah, that's true.
Yep.
Yeah, it stops
I've seen
fires.
that sign. I almost burned my house down today, by the way.
That doesn't surprise me. Was it in the same Dota match?
No, it actually wasn't a Dota match. It was just bad things happened.
I want to see you put something in the oven and then you start playing Dota, and then you just see the timer getting lower and lower. You're like, shit, I have like 5 minutes and the game's not ending. Well, I guess I'm gonna have to die in an inferno then because I can't quit the game.
Yeah, that would be a pause situation.
Tell me of the story. Tell me the story of your almost near inferno.
Yeah, near inferno.
So my toaster oven has been acting a bit strange. It hasn't really been heating things, so I usually have to put it in for like double the time. Oh. And I put it in for the regular time, and then I turned off the toaster oven, but the things were like just kind of soggy and lukewarm. Oh. So I just put them in for another 20 minutes. No big deal. Put them in for 20 minutes. And then I'm sitting in my room watching Dragon Ball Z, and all of a sudden I just smell burning, and I'm like, wonder what's happening. Walk out, the whole apartment filled with smoke, just smoke everywhere. It's like a really terrible situation. So I run into my bathroom, grab a dirty towel off the floor, and wet it so that I could use it as a filter for my mouth.
I've done exactly the same thing in exactly the same situation. Is that just like human nature? Is like you leave chicken fingers in the oven too long and then you have to wet a towel and hold it over your face like you're Lawrence of Arabia?
I think that's exactly what it is.
It saves you from getting burned lungs, maybe.
Mm-hmm. I don't know if it does, but it might.
Well, it stops you from breathing in the smoke anyway.
I don't know if it does, though.
All right, well, I hope that it does something.
It looks like it does, but...
I will say that my father told me to do that, and he has worked for the fire department for like 20 years.
Then I'll accept that as a credible source.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that I don't know if that means that it's true, but it's good. It's better than what I have. So yeah, I do that, and then I run around the house, closing windows, and then I mean opening windows.
Oh Jesus! Yeah.
That'd be awful.
Really loving that smoke.
Yeah, and then I run out into the hallway because I literally can't breathe or see inside my house. My eyes are burning and I'm crying. And then I just have to wait for neighbors to walk out on the apartment building and tell them that it's not on fire, I just burnt some borekas.
Borek does to you too.
Yeah.
So like, what happened to the fire detector, the smoke detector?
No, what happened to the Belegdas?
Well, they were... Okay, so here's the thing.
Did you still eat them?
No. Not only did I not eat them, I'm pretty sure they actually caught fire.
Oh.
Like, I'm pretty sure within my toaster oven was an actual fire because they were ash. Like they didn't just get like overcooked. There was just ash inside my. Needless to say, my toaster oven is unusable now. But
I like this thing in comments here. Man, worst thing ever, having to use a wet fap rag to breathe into.
Use your towel like a regular towel to jerk off?
That's just a huge disrespect for the amount of work that goes into doing the laundry.
Yeah, really?
Also, did you hear the story Northern Lion had about the dude that was jacking it into his sink? Because maybe you'd gum up your washing machine eventually.
Why would you jack it into a sink?
His thinking
trying to save money.
Well, he was more like, why wouldn't I? Like, it takes care of the mess, and, I don't have to touch it. That was, that's as deep as the reasoning goes.
I guess so. Well, you know, there was also that guy who came into a box for like 8 years, so...
Yeah, there's gotta be some sort of
Sync makes a bit
issue
more
there.
sense, though.
Yeah, Sync's a lot more sensical than that guy.
At least,
so
you know, if one of my friends was like, I've been coming in my sink for like 6 months, I wouldn't be like, you need to see a therapist. If a dude is like, I've been coming into a cardboard box in my room for 4 years, I'd be like, it's okay, I still respect you, but you need to talk to somebody about what is clearly an amalgamation of like a cluster of interconnected issues.
That's a good point, actually. You can injaculate if you don't want to make a mess. You got to hold that that spot. What is it? Your perineum or whatever.
Yeah, the vas deferens.
Yeah.
Vas deferens.
Yeah.
The vast D furnace. Rob, I may be treading, you know, well-worn ground here.
Okay.
Did you know that toaster ovens need to be preheated? Oh,
This particular
fuck.
one...
Bullshit, man!
This is a whatchamacallit. Oh, no.
That's not good.
This is a convection oven, so it actually doesn't need to be
That's
preheated.
bullshit, Rob. I've solved your problem for you.
Well, no, but here's the thing, though.
That's why it's cold when it's cooked for the recommended amount of time, but on fire when you double it.
But here's the thing. This wasn't a problem until, like, a week or two ago. Like, it cooked things just fine.
Something's not right.
And if someone in the chat says that makes a good point. Let's be honest. Who actually preheats?
That's fucked up. You gotta preheat it, man. It doesn't. It cooks like 2% faster if you don't preheat it, and it becomes guesswork. The food scientists at, you know, Tyson Labs have done the research necessary.
Mike Tyson's Labs. They know.
Yeah.
All of his dogs know.
Yeah, so I'm pretty sure there was a fire in a metal box in my kitchen earlier.
That's fucked up.
So do you not have a smoke detector, though?
No, see, I do, but it didn't go off until I walked outside and then saw my apartment filled with smoke.
That's a really bad smoke detector, because if you couldn't breathe and it was at that point, you need to move it.
I mean, I could breathe, but my eyes were burning, and
You had to wet a rag.
Yeah, I did have to wet a rag, yeah.
Mine will go off before there's any visible smoke.
Yeah, see, that's the problem. That's why we kind of broke ours.
I'm glad that chat understands pre-ordering. Everybody else is like...
Preheating.
Or that's what I mean, sorry, not pre-ordering, that's the opposite. Well, you know.
I'm a lazy man.
The conventional wisdom in chat, you still turn the exact same number of knobs, man. The wisdom in chat was seriously like, who the fuck doesn't preheat? Why wouldn't you preheat?
There was a couple people who were on my side on the not preheating train.
The only side is that you need a new fire detector.
Well,
and I will buy you one if you can't get one, because I don't want you to die in a fire.
No, it's fine. Although, did you guys see that Google... Oh, no! Did you guys see that Google employee who, like, destroyed his Nest alarm?
His what?
He bought... So Google owns this company called Nest that make fire alarms. And so this Google employee had a bunch of them in his house. And instead of, like, you know, talking to Nest or anything, he made a video on YouTube of him just smashing the alarms in his house.
Man.
Like, just going around and tearing them out of his ceiling and smashing them.
That, you know... The people that work for these, like, enormous companies in Silicon Valley already have a little bit of a reputation for maybe not being in touch with the communities that they're completely involved in. To go around smashing, like, $100 thermostats because you have too many of them probably sends the wrong message.
Oh, no, okay. In fairness, it wasn't because, like, he had extras or something. It was because they were actually broken. Like, they weren't working. Like, he couldn't silence them, and there was no smoke in his apartment, and every single one of them.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's like your Kindle and Skype.
Yeah, right, except I don't smash it because I don't have...
You thought about it, though, right?
No.
Just for a second.
It's got it's like a $500 device. I don't think...
Like, crossed your mind. I don't mean you're gonna do it.
No, not for the Kindle. For my PC, yes. Strangely.
The PC actually had it coming for real, though.
Yeah, it really did.
You gotta preheat your toaster oven. Somebody said, why would you preheat your toaster? Well, it's not a toaster, it's a toaster oven.
It's a little oven, yeah.
So, but see, it never had the issue that it wasn't heating things before. Here's the thing: the coils that heated the thing on the inside, they didn't get hot anymore, like at all, no matter how long you had it on.
Well,
although I guess I'm wrong about that, because clearly they did. But yeah, I don't know.
So in our freshman year of university, we had a meal plan. We went to the cafeteria all the time.
I have been that.
And they had those toasters that are like restaurant-style toasters, so it's not like a push-down and then pop up. It's the ones that are on a conveyor belt, so the stuff goes in and then it kind of flips around and comes out the other side.
I know those.
Fast forward to about, like, January. And we're, you know, we're clever but not smart or wise yet. We think, hey, you know what we haven't had in a long time? Nachos. We got all the ingredients in, like, the cafeteria here, you know. We don't have tortilla chips, but we got tortillas. And there's shredded cheese at the salad bar and, like, other toppings of vegetables that we can put on. Let's make some nachos in the toaster here. So we cut up
through the conveyor belt.
Through the conveyor belt. We cut up the tortillas and we do it. Oh, come on, come back. Bring it back, baby.
God.
Bring it back, baby! Oh, no, that's not good.
Oh, no.
Anyway, good framing for the story. We cut up the tortillas, we put them through the toaster, and we were eagerly watching to see if they came out the other side. They totally did. We topped them with some cheese and had a lovely little nacho party and thought we were the cleverest motherfuckers in the world. Next day, why wouldn't we make nachos again? We just invented the cafeteria nachos that revolutionized college life for, you know, people the world over. We're going to tell everybody. We'd already talked it up, too. I can't even get my arm out of there. So.
Oh, no!
Oh, goodbye.
GG.
All right. Oh, I'm eliminated, so you guys get to continue. All right, so the next day, exactly the same process, exactly the same toaster. We cut up the tortilla chips. We're talking about it. We're like, oh, we're geniuses. This is the smartest thing of all time. We put the first tortilla in, and it comes out. And we put the second tortilla in, and we put the third tortilla in, and the second tortilla doesn't come out. And we just watched it, and eventually some smoke started coming out of it.
Boy.
And then I got worried that we were, like, in trouble, so I was like, we gotta get the fuck out of here.
Oh, no.
Right now. So, while the toaster was, like, still on, I unplugged it, but there was, like, thick black smoke starting to pour out of it, and then I just, like, walked quickly out of the cafeteria and didn't eat. And then I think we did try it a third time, and by that point, when it failed, it was, like, business as usual. We just walked out again. And then we never tried it again.
That is brazen.
And you didn't tell anybody?
No. Because what if we destroyed the toaster? That could be like $100.
The next person that came in, like, plugged that back in and was like, fuck, I just started a fire.
Yeah. They're probably telling a very different story. Like, man, the toasters at our cafeteria just spontaneously combusted.
Really bad. Oh, that's really bad.
But even to this day, I've been thinking, in my mind, we did nothing different. How did it work the first time? I want to get back to it.
You need to find the model of the toaster and conduct experiments.
We do. Also, there was another toaster, and it did exactly the same thing. It was a conveyor belt toaster, but it was fine unless you put raisin bread in it. If you put raisin bread in it, it would start a fire 100% of the time. So like it had a no.
Rob, no. Oh no.
It had a big piece of masking tape on it that said no raisin bread. Oh, I got kicked out of the game. I'll create another one.
Okay.
Wait, so what happened with the raisin bread?
Starts a fire.
It always started a fire.
Oh God,
100% of the time. I don't know, man. I guess it was a little sweeter, had a little bit higher sugar content, and maybe it got a little sticky. I don't know.
A little moist. Yeah, maybe there was the sticky icky going on in there.
Exactly. You know what's up.
I have a somewhat similar story of like this was something that I thought would be hilarious in college. Totally turned out not being hilarious. It was not to spoil or anything, but it was the weekend where like a spring break weekend where everybody went back home, and I just didn't feel like going back home because it was like an 8-hour bus ride, so I stayed there. And anyway, we were out drinking with a couple of people that were there, and then a couple of my friends who lived on the floor below me stayed in. The guys who stayed around, they stayed in, and they wanted to go watch a movie together in the lounge. So I had found this golf ball walking.
Oh, I like this now.
Yeah, so walking drunkenly, I had found this golf ball and I was bouncing it on the ground, having a great time, drinking in the streets, and so I see them watching the movie like 4 stories up in a window, and I'm like, oh, this will be great. I'll just fucking toss the golf ball over there, 4 stories up, like fucking 200 feet away. There's no chance that I could hit the window, right?
Not at all.
Turns out I'm an amazing shot, and I hit this fucking window straight on in the center, and it doesn't bounce off like I had hoped. It just pierces right through.
Found the one weakest point of the whole window.
Yeah,
exploited that weakness.
And it doesn't even like shatter the window. It just makes a little hole. And then I'm with my friend, and he's just like, run. And in those moments, you just go with it, right?
Yeah.
So we just ran.
Always a bad idea.
Here's why it was an even worse idea. Oh,
no, you're fine.
Here's why it was an even worse idea. Because where we ran was right back into the building in which we had hucked this golf ball into, and used the card scanner to get in. So, that's you can figure how that turned out.
Literal throw.
We're kind of like kindred spirits, because we were coming home from the bar one night in the middle of winter. And we walked, one of our friends lived on kind of like a shortcut that we took. Like, his house was in it. So we went into his backyard, and we're like, yo, it'll be really funny if we throw rocks at his window to wake him up. And then he'll be like, oh, you guys, you silly guys. And then we threw probably like 4 or 5, and then he was only on the 2nd story, so it was pretty close. Threw like 4 or 5, and then one of my friends picked up a huge one and like really gave it the old, Roger Clemens, and just shattered it and then shouted "run!" And we just ran. It was like it was a few kilometers, I think, to get back home, but we hoofed it. He knew what was up. He was like, "Don't do it again," and we're like, "What are you talking about?"
Oh, he knew it was you then.
I'm pretty sure in the moment. He probably
heard the first 4.
Yeah, right. Or us being like. Like, in the moment, I'm pretty sure I thought we were being quiet, but actually, in reality, we were like, shh, shh, you know how it is.
Yeah, right, yeah.
Brian, remember when you said that the toaster, you thought it would be like $100?
Yeah.
Someone in your chat said it's ranging from $350 to $3,500.
Okay, there's no way those ones were $3,500, but they could have been in like the $800 range, I guess.
I mean, if you were saying like a restaurant toaster, I feel like that
the conveyor adds a lot of value, to be honest.
Dog.
That's true, yeah. They make those out of pure platinum and gold.
Does it spin, though, is the real question.
Clearly not. Not as well as it should.
Today's, yeah.
Don't breathe that. Actually, there was, just because we were talking about stories in which running is involved, this is a story that I can tell on a stream without fear of legal reprisal. We were just very, very drunk coming back from a frat party, and yes, it was a school that had frat houses, so you just went to frat parties, and I'm not proud of myself.
I think I like this story. I know this one. Go ahead.
No, you probably don't.
Oh, I don't. Okay.
This one's not that great of a story.
Yesterday.
Yeah, yeah. No, so we were coming back from a frat party, and I was very drunk, and I was like, you know what, guys? I feel like running. And my roommates were there, and they were like, yeah, let's run. So we started running. And my school was weird in that, like, it was like a huge winter town type of place, and they didn't really take care of any of the ground. No,
that is very strange. I've never heard of winter.
No, it was just a very small town, and anyway, apparently what had happened is there was a rainstorm the day before, and so next to the concrete sidewalk. Was apparently, for some reason, some sort of a sinkhole that went like 6 feet down, but was covered by dirt, but it was just filled with mud. So I'm booking it. Yeah, I'm just booking it full speed, and then my entire right leg just goes 6 feet down into the fucking ground. And
your whole body is roughly 6 feet, right? So that would be more than just your leg.
Yeah. Yeah,
you go nuts deep on that, and then you have a world of pain.
I did. I had a lot of pain with that. I mean, it destroyed my shoes as well. So it was all because I decided, hey guys, let's go running.
I hate that guy. There's always one of those guys in every group, and you go, I don't want to go running right now. But once the whole group starts to run, what are you going to do? Walk? Show up like 45 minutes later?
No, yeah, you gotta run.
Thank you.
I thought it was going to be the story of that guy with the punch on the deck in front of the house.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's a good one.
Thank you,
I like
Ryam, for the subscription as well.
I'm dead. Goodbye.
You could have flown.
Yeah, I was thinking about it. Yeah, so that destroyed my shoes.
Nuts deep. I'll give Nick credit for that one. What do you mean? I don't need credit for that. It's just a thing.
The one with the punch is good too. But I just so that I'm not telling a story for half an hour. Basically, this guy got punched so hard he literally did a backflip. I'm not even lying.
There you go.
It happened.
Not even lying.
I'm not.
Rob's legs are 6 feet long. That would be terrifying. He's like a man on stilts.
I got giraffe necks for my legs.
Giraffes are pretty weird, man.
Mm-hmm. Is Ryan gone?
No, I'm still here. I'm just reading the chat.
Oh, okay.
He's soaking right now.
But yeah. Yeah, it did a fucking backflip.
That's pretty wild.
It actually happened.
I have a story that is a product of a drunken night, but I don't know if it actually happened, but I swear at the time, it was not a story that was created to be embellished. It is possible I was having some kind of visual
Better make it quick, because I might lose.
Hallucination. You got this, man.
No, I got it.
So there was a lot of construction during the final, 2 years of my university career, and there was, a big pit from a building that had been demolished, and they were building another building in its place, and they always had construction equipment. And I swear one night, I was coming home with a couple of friends of mine, and there were drunk people that had climbed the fence and were driving a fucking, a cherry picker, but, not not a crane, but, a huge cherry picker, and it was going, and, rotating around, and they were laughing their asses off. I swear to God, I saw it with my eyes, and was like, yo, did you guys see that? I don't remember why they didn't, but that does lend a certain air of, incredibility to the story, I guess. But every once in a while I think about it. I have such a seemingly vivid memory of just some drunk assholes. And sometimes I poke holes in my own story. And I go, how did they get the keys? I guess they just left it in there or something, but I don't know.
I don't think you need a key for those things.
Really? That seems like a super huge liability.
Well,
maybe, but
I've seen some movies. You just pull down the little view visor thing, right? And the keys fall.
Oh, yeah.
Every time.
It's true, yeah. Yeah, no. I have a similar story that I won't tell here for fear of legal reprisal.
Yeah.
So,
all right,
but needless to say, I believe you that someone did do that because
you were that guy that did it.
Yeah, that was me. It was me the whole time.
You
I made all the poop.
spirits.
Exactly. No.
And the golf ball went through Ryan's window, coincidentally.
That'd be crazy. Didn't even recognize him. I mean, the school that I went to was right next to Canada, so
yeah, you probably threw it all the way to Canada.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, Canada's pretty small.
I've noticed that about Canada specifically. Yeah.
You were too drunk. If a police checked your alcohol level, it'd be over 9,000.
If a police.
Yeah, the whole sentence kind of fell apart there, I think.
There is always, there's a point at which you have, drunkenness creates great stories, and then there's a point at which it creates, great stories for, police blotter.
Right.
One thing that was fun, well, I thought it was fun, it sounds, drunk cherry picker just subscribed, by the way, I appreciate that, thank you very much. But, one thing we used to do that when we were a little bit juiced up was we'd go to this same restaurant, and we would sit down, and they'd be like, hey, can we use some drinks? And we'd be like, we'll just take some water. And then, when they bring the water, we'd wait till they weren't looking, and then we just kind of, walk out the back door. They had a door that was really open, and we would just, sit down, and we'd be like, yeah, we'll order in a minute, and then we just leave. And I'm like, does that make you an asshole, or are you just kind of an idiot? Because I don't think that makes you an asshole.
Kind of annoying.
Yeah,
it was a huge bar that had an enormous patio, so we get seated on the patio and then just kind of walk out the stairs. Not, just to clarify, not dining and dashing, just
Yeah.
Like, we're out.
Just the water, which
But
is
then, if you got like a couple more beers deep, that's where you end up, stealing construction equipment and throwing golf balls through people's windows.
I've told you guys about how I used to. We all used to in California really just jip off.
Wow.
You don't say
You're
that.
not supposed to say that one anymore.
I wanted to make a new thing and started it. No, okay.
That's not a new thing.
But anyway, we used to like fuck with Red Robin, right? I told you.
Oh, I know this story. Yeah.
Yeah.
The magic one, I think, right?
Yeah, maybe. It just basically Red Robin used to have this policy where if you make a new card, you get a free meal. Essentially.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. And the greatest part about it is that like they wouldn't card you and you didn't have to use a real name. So we would have names like, Shitty McFartdick or something, and like they would run it in the machine and they would laugh and hand us the card back because they didn't give a shit. And we would literally get the card from them, be like, hey, I hear that you have this card thing. I think you're fucked, Nick.
It did it again where I couldn't touch anything. Wait, I thought it was the card was for your birthday.
Well, if you put your birthday.
Damn. Almost came back.
If you put your birthday, then it'll give you a free burger. But anyway, we would get the card, and literally it was in a mall, and we would walk a few stores down to the Apple store and just put in all the data, and then walk right back in. Did it all the time.
Wow.
Yeah, I mean, we had a debate about like how ethical that is, and I think we kind of landed on, well, the server didn't really care because it's nothing from them. You're still tipping them.
Yeah.
And so it's really just kind of a fuck you to the corporation, so it's all about how much you care about Red Robin.
They're probably selling your data anyway.
Yeah, well, I mean, I didn't put in any real data, so that's the... They didn't even ask for an email. It was just, you just have to put a name on the card. It was
very strange, actually.
At some point, the company has to be like, come on, man. Like, I'm not saying you're not in the wrong, but it's like, hey, we'll give you a free burger if you put your name down, but only do it once. You're opening yourself up to it to some extent.
Yeah.
That was my reasoning, is I was just like, well, you know what? If they have such an easily explain, it's not like we were fucking, the hackers in Superman 3 or anything here. Like, we just straight, like, it's the easiest thing in the world to do. I mean... It's like you put $20 on the ground and expecting me to not pick it up.
I stop people like you constantly at GameStop from exploiting all of their terrible systems because it was so obvious when they would do it. I would just shut them down.
Yeah.
And then they would always call me on it, and they'd be like, well, I'm going to complain. I'm like, go ahead. They'll stand by me, and you don't get shit.
We got real risky with it too. Like after a point, it got so easy that one day we just went into the same Red Robin 2 times in the same day.
Dude, now that's just brazen.
Yeah, that's just brazen bread.
We did that, and it was fine. I think we had the same server too.
They forgot who you were, huh?
I guess so.
Quote unquote.
Did you
They got a lot of volume in that place. Oh yeah, we tipped.
Okay.
That was. I mean, so it still costs some money, but no, yeah, we're not that kind of douchebags.
Why would I defend those shitlords? Because at the time they were my employer, not because I respect them. I don't anymore. I quit.
The most illegal thing I've ever done. I'm pretty sure it's not illegal to sit down at a restaurant, order water, and then leave. The most illegal thing I've ever done was I bought an Xbox 360 at EB Games, and it came with a Splinter Cell game that I didn't want, and I took it. This is beyond the statute of limitations. Don't even try. I took it back to the local Walmart, sealed, and I said, "Hey, my friend got me this game, but I already own it. I don't want it." And he said he got it from here. And they're like, "Do you have a receipt?" And my heart started beating like 200 beats per minute. And I was like, "Nah, he didn't give me a receipt." And she's like,
"You want a credit, right?"
Okay. And then she like called her manager. And the manager was like, "Yeah, it's fine." And she took it. They gave me like $60 store credit, and I bought Crackdown so that I could get the Halo 3 beta.
The Halo thing, yeah. Everyone wanted the Halo beta. You didn't really do anything all that bad. It's still sealed, right? So it still had market value.
Yeah. I feel bad for the kid who bought,
Yeah.
Splinter Cell whatever from Walmart for $60, because joke's on him, that actually originally was at EB Games. He's been misled. Anyway.
It's pretty benign.
Rob, why don't you take a second to pimp your channel?
Hi, I'm Rob, also known as Alpaca Patrol. You can find me at twitter.com/Alpaca Patrol, in which I tell you about the different workings of my house, whether it's going to burn down or not. And then Yeah, hopefully I don't burn down my house, and stay tuned to Twitter to make sure. YouTube.com/AlpacaPatrol, in which I'm actually mulling over what new Let's Play I could have on the channel be. So let me know about that. But yeah, YouTube.com/AlpacaPatrol and Twitch.tv/AlpacaPatrol, in which I stream 3 times a week: Monday, Wednesday, and Fridays. Mondays and Wednesdays at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Fridays at 6. So that means I'm not streaming tonight, but tomorrow at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, come by Twitch.tv/AlpacaPatrol, and we're gonna have a good time.
Sweet. How about you, Nick?
Yo, you can find me over at youtube.com/RockleySmile. Indie impressions every day. Weird games, strange games, shit you don't find anywhere else. Twitch.tv/RockleySmile for streams. We're going to be doing more, well, what the hell was I doing last time? Fuck it, who cares? We'll finish whatever the last game I was playing, Dawn of Sorrow, and then probably do Castle in Darkness. I still want to play that, I haven't got around to it. Also, Twitter.tv, I was about to say, twitter.com/RockleySmile for stream announcements and other strange things, sometimes parades of owls and, good stuff like that. Thanks, everybody, for watching. We're going to be doing Magic after this, so I don't think I'm going to be streaming for a while yet. Maybe a late night stream, but I'm not 100% on that. Maybe.
Cool. Thanks for watching the Northern Line Live Super Show. It'll air again next week on Monday, Wednesday, and Thursday. We'll also do the subscriber stream on Sunday for those of you who are interested in playing with that. If you do subscribe, it's $5 a month. It gets you the sweet emoticons that Chad will be nice enough to show off, as well as the opportunity to play in those subscriber streams and warm, fuzzy feelings for directly financially supporting the channel. Hey, NL, I brought a broken Splinter Cell from Target. Was that you? No. It was a Walmart. And it was sealed. Target. It still worked.
No, somebody bought it from Walmart and sold it to Target.
Wow.
We're streaming later tonight. 3 hours later. All right. Today's subscribers, according to Moobots, and again, thank you to the resubscribers as well. Hey, it's Dude K, Django Kazooie, Mike Hawks Crab Emporium, Obi-Wan Kazooie, Johannes OJ, Pra, Welltall 26, Nostalgia Mate, Led Dennis, Unlisted Artist, Crawlspace, I Woulda Bought a Shirt, Adam, Dumari, Odavalis, Captain Waffle 75, Rakaduke, Hey It's Ghost, Broken Eggs, Elgore 64, Trigeta, Kurg, Berserk Bunny, Ryome, and Drunk Cherry Picker. Thank you guys very much for the subscription, and thanks to those of you who made an effort to watch and watch without ad block as well. You can go watch Rob at twitch.tv/AlpacaPatrol.
No, you can't.
I thought you said you were doing it.
No,
tomorrow.
Oh,
sorry.
Spyro was giving
Rex
your link
raid.
in chat, so I thought...
sorry.
Let's raid Rex.
You can raid whoever you want, Nick.
All right.
Don't put me in a position like that. Maybe for once I'll actually run an ad after the stream ends.
Yeah, there you go.
Instead of just hosting somebody and, losing out.
I do the double
Fog
sum.
down.
I run the 3 minutes ads, and then I host people with the 5 people that are left.
I'm going to host our roundtable companion, Bear Tabby.
All right, fair enough.
There you go.
Fair enough.
Thanks for watching, and we'll be back on Monday.
Monday. Later, everybody.
Bye.